Yeah, I think we all have horror stories. Actually, recently, I never thought this would happen, but I picked up 2 Luka Doncic Prism base for like $40. I sold one for like $50. You know, I was like, oh, I doubled my money, which I should have held. And I gave one to Bird. Bird has like a pristine Luka Doncic card. So Bird, if you sell that, I'm gonna be upset. I gave it to him for Christmas. Didn't know it'd be $300-400.
Or Bird, if you want me to ever stop picking on you, give me that, and we'll consider ourselves friends for a long, long time to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it happens. Yeah. And we should do that one day. You know, like miss it, like stuff that you regret doing and stuff.
We
that
just did an episode, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's probably gonna come out in a week or so from the time of the video.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bird and I just did an episode called "Cards That We Would Regret Getting Rid of If We Had Them Today." So essentially, like, you know, I've been debating like Zion with Bird and stuff, and we're like, would we regret selling him now, knowing what they could do in the future? So you're right.
Look at LeBron James.
That was my main pick. We don't want to ruin the episode, but
one of
my main picks.
I sold a card for $50.
I don't want to hear this already.
Oh yeah.
Cry.
Trust me, I hate talking about it, but for the sake of the show.
All right, what happened?
Exactly the year 2000, I was chasing Ricky Williams, the rookie. Bought a box of SP Authentic. At the time, spent $120, only to pull a rookie of a guy I've never heard of by the name of Tom Brady. SP Authentic Tom Brady. At the time where the book came out, I wanted to see what this crappy card was worth that all I got in my box. And it was a common card, and commons were $50. I was so upset. I had that card for year and a half to 2 years, and I went to shows and everything, and there was this one guy that kept us like, what do you want, what's the best you'll take for that? And I'm like, $50. And he's like, yeah, but it books for $50. You can. I'm like, listen, that I'm pissed off at this box. That's the only thing I got, and I would rather burn it than sell it. I want $50. Believe it or not, this guy almost every show, and we had one show a month, every month he will come. He's like, I didn't change your mind. $50. You know, give it to me for 40, and I'm like, $50. Okay, took about, I'm gonna say 6 shows, 6 months, and then he's like, come on, man, I'm serious. I'm like, okay, let's make a deal. And he's like, well, what do you want for it? I'm like, $60. And he's like, I thought it was 50. I'm like, every time you can argue, it goes up $10. He's like, you know what?
Frank.
No, I'll pay the 50, and he bought it for $50. And believe it or not, this guy still comes to my store, doesn't know who I am, and I've never mentioned it to him.
Oh, really?
But he told me, and he's like, oh, I bought a Tom Brady SP Authentic rookie of this guy one time, long time ago, for next to nothing.
Oh, and he doesn't know it's you?
And he graded it, and it's a PSA 10.
Oh, no.
That's a $20,000 card.
20 grand.
20 grand for that card today. And I sold it for $50.
Okay, guys, we're gonna cut to break here on Red
Yeah, I
Cape
need a
Sports.
break.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not the only one.
That's like a card. It's a decent card.
It has happened several times. Another card that it had happened was...
this has happened multiple times.
Oh, God, it happened to me several times.
All right, guys, this is gonna be therapy. This is gonna be called therapy with Mitch.
No therapy is gonna solve this. I want my Tom Brady back.
All right, so what happened? Tell us.
I pulled a Terry Sawchuk cut autograph. A cut, for those of you who don't know that, it's an autograph card of a deceased player. What they do is they obtain his signature from previously signed a check, a document, a contract. They cut out the signature and they insert it into a card. And a player like Terry Sawchuk is a legend, is a well-known hockey player. I mean, a goalie for the Red Wings, played for the Leafs, and his autographs sell for thousands. I got it. I was so excited. It was a redemption. When the Beckett came out, it said that there's 23 of them. So I'm like, really? It's a Terry Sawchuk, 23 of them? So I end up striking a deal with this guy. Supposedly there was 23 of them, and I end up selling it to him back in the 90s for $750, which was a huge amount back then. Yeah. And 2 weeks after I sold it to him, Beckett made a correction. They said, by the way, this is a mistake. The Sawchuk is not out of 23, it's out of 3. He ended up selling that card for almost 4 times what I sold it to him a month later. Because now it's out of 3.
So what's that card worth now?
Oh, thousands.
Yeah.